Okay, now I'm going to find that ROM. I think I'll disable the sound. Now, this is probably going to be a little bit slow, but it's just a demonstration to show our new. And there we have it. As you can see, we've got our new object. If we look up, got the motorbike, got our yeah, we've got our speed shoes there. Grab that. The rings, as I down below, and of course, yeah, we've got the visibility on my light, but that's okay. That again, that could be easily fixed. This is just a quick demonstration. We've got the crab meats, and again, as you can see, we've got our trailer rings that we collected up there, and we've got our new chunk there. Now I don't know, very quickly, I don't know if I just show you, see if we can reach it. No. Ooh, ooh, I think I might have made it so we can't reach it. Ooh. Okay, so we can't reach that, but that's okay. Again, we easily fix that. But basically, we know if we look up, just about, we can see that we've got the trail of rings that we did up there. And we can just, oh okay, we can just reach it. Okay. Suppose that adds a little bit of difficulty, bit of a time and jump, but we can tell it's up there. So yeah, that's a basic editing, layout edit wise. Alright, so now we've done this, I'm going to touch up on the do's and don'ts. And if you've been following, you may have already seen the do's, some of the do's and don'ts are quite obvious. Hint, hint, floating monitors, hint. I'll come back to you in a second, guys. Okay. Slightly altered the layout. The new chunks. Let's just save that. Build it, and then let's go and test the ROM again. Okay, let's build that. Okay, 1 second, guys. I'll be right back with you. Right, okay, I've just edited the chunks. Let's have a look. Let's see what we've got for me today. Okay, yeah, but that's okay. I've changed this. Oh, well, that doesn't look right. What's going on there? Whoa, what? Oh, right, yeah, I kind of give myself a bit of a bottomless pit there. That's not. No, that's not. Whoa, okay, maybe that wasn't a good idea. Yeah. Guys, this is the don'ts. How are we going to fix it? Well, I'll show you. Let's head back to Sony D2 and I will show you. Okay, so I've edited the chunks and things don't look right. We've got floating, now we've got the floating monitor, we've got a motorbike is completely out of place. The spring's floating. We've got this chunk here and there's nothing at the top, so it looks odd and out of place. There's nothing stopping me from falling if I want to pick up some speed and fall into my death. Doesn't work. And you just literally walked off to the point where this part of the bridge here is floating, and the trail of rings here is. Yeah, this is the don'ts. I've seen hacks where, okay, maybe not. Some can be really bad like this, like plain obvious, and some are not so. Some are, I suppose, maybe even cleverly hidden. Maybe they do it deliberately, hoping that no one's going to notice. But someone like me, I will notice. So don't try and hide it. You know, if you can fix it before releasing it, fix it. Make sure it's nice and clean and fixed. You know, if you're going to release something within a layout, don't just do like 2 routes and then have bits and bobs where the player looks down. You know, you've got broken bits here and there. Don't, you know, don't. You know, those are the don'ts. You know, fix it, right? So I'm just going to show you how easy it is to fix it. All right. Okay. Now we've got alternatives, of course. Say, for example, the easiest one obviously would be to go back and put a different chunk, like so. Now, of course, spring, it's a bit out of place. But again, that's easy. We can just put it here, or put it here because it's hidden. And we can move the rings here, out there. Just roughly guess at the back. And yeah, so that's obviously one easy fix. Again, we can just do something here. We can go to the level now, just remove that. You can just put that there, like so. And again, for the rings, we want to keep this chunk, we can just move the rings down. Or we can get rid of the rings altogether. We can just null object, null object. I know sometimes if you're working on a layout for such a long time, it can get boring, but it doesn't mean you should just leave it, build it, submit it, and expect people to want to play it when it's broken and unfinished. Just come back to it another time. You know, just there's no rush. We're just gonna put it here. Just gonna put them on here. You know, there's no rush. It's not like, oh, I've got to get my hack out there. If it's unfinished, if it's all broken and not clean and this and this, it's probably best not. I can understand in some circumstances. Again, I'm guilty. I'm guilty for my Christmas hack. It was rushed, and it should have never been rushed. Again, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's on my channel. But yeah, that's probably a good example. Bad case for me. Unfortunately, it was a bit rushed, and I didn't really get any layouts done. But then I'm not very good with layouts. But even so, you know, in the future, I'm still going to make layouts. But I tend to design the art first. Or maybe, you know, try and revamp the whole art completely, then sort out the blocks and the chunks, and then do the layout. Because obviously, if I did the layout, then I'll most likely change the art completely, then I'll do the layout again, and I just want to save myself a job, you know. So because I'm an art person, I suppose, more than a layout person. I mean, I like layouts, of course, but I'll go and do the art first and then do the layouts, or I'll probably do that and the music and other stuff and then do the layouts. So it's probably the last thing I do, which is probably a bad thing. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. But for basic beginners, start with the layout editing, definitely, and just make things so fixed. So like I said, I've just replaced chunks that work, and already we've got that cleanness again. We've got that. Oh, that looks right. You know, that looks better. Brilliant. You know, and an alternative, of course. Let's say we put, yeah, let's just use this. We want to use it for an example. Okay. Alright, and then we've got I don't know, what chunk are we going to use? No, let's not use that. We could use this, I suppose, but no, that might not necessarily be a good example there. So again, you can just scroll through, or you could, oh, don't want to use that. Or we could do that. We could put a chunk, and we could add another bridge if we really wanted to. We could go to, I believe it's object 11. Go in the objects, scroll over to, say, oops, I already got it there. So we grow to, we can just press X and S. Now I will just touch up, I think I may have slightly confused people. A and Z, remember, is to switch through the chunks and the different objects. X and S is to switch between a different type of the same object. So say I want more, I don't just want like one bridge, I want, well, it's not really even a bridge, is it? You know, I want a very long bridge or a really short bridge. And C and D is normally to swap. It's like a mirror to swap, to turn the object the other way. Yeah, we could do that if we want. Now, a user by the name of Marky the Jester, I believe it's Marky the Jester on YouTube. People from the Sonic community will know him as just Marky Jester for short. He actually done a written tutorial, and he brings up a good point, one I was going to do anyway, but considering he's done it written, I'll say I definitely hands-on agree on, and I recommend checking that out as well. Is if you so desperately want a chunk to fit but it doesn't, there's alternatives. Let's go back to this chunk. So we've got this here, right? And if now the monitor doesn't fit, you know, let's just move it. Let's just hide it. Let's just hide it here. The motorbug is down there. Let's just position him up. The spring, now it's just open like that. Let's just hide it behind another tree. And just put the rings there. But we've still got this old soul, you know, walk down in pit of doom. So let's go and fix it. Now there's a lot of chunks. There's a lot of chunks where you wouldn't know any different. You know that you can't get through. You say it's solid and stuff. Some chunks are not solid on their own, and so it needs a bit of help. And that's this object here, object 44, the unbreakable wall. And this is what is used. I'll be able to grab you an example. If we go over here, here we go. We've got an example. If this wasn't here, Sonic could just walk off and die. So this is a really good and useful object, and I recommend using this at times. You don't have to always find chunks that fit together just because, you know, if you put another chunk away together. Use this to your advantage. Use this to your advantage. I'm not going to say continuously use it, but it definitely helps. You know, and again, it's that alternative. That's the do's. It's the do's. You know, it's the do's. And you obviously want to try and position it as close as you can. I think that's about right. So it fits. Okay. So it might not 100% fit, but at least then you can walk in and you're not going to die. You know, you're not going to die. It's the same with this. Again, it might not 100% fit, but at least it looks better. It looks cleaner, and it does look better already. In some stars, excuse me. So again, it already looks better. So you can use that to your advantage, and you can use the X and the S button, and we can do ones like if you want ones further down, we could have one down here, and then have another one up here, which would obviously be this one. Or if we want to go for the left side. And see, it's cleverly hidden. I suppose the only thing which I don't enjoy is when you change the art. When you change the art of this, you have to change the art for the objects as well. So that's a note. But we'll touch up on the actual art itself. But this is definitely something I would recommend using. And again, check out. I'll probably put the link in the description for that post that the user Mikey Jester. Now you may need to sign up for that forum. It's the Sonic Stuff Research.
Protector of the emeralds and gems, stay knuckled up in a deep cut. I'm seeing skulls that burn, they trying to throw me off. Avoiding my luck, I'm feeling kinda stuck.